Currently 9:50. Okay, it is currently 9:50, and I'm cooking our dinner because I like to cook dinner early in the morning depending on what we are doing. So I've been seeing this thing that's going around, seeing people mix greens and cabbage together. So we have this. We're gonna try it today. Deanna, you can pluck your parts out. You can pluck it out. Whatever you want, you can pluck it out. Okay. But needless to say, I'm going to try that today. We have a bag of collards and a bag of kale. I was going to get the mustard or the trio like last time, but they didn't have it. So what I did was I got kale and collards, and then we're going to do cabbage. I have my cooking meat on right here. Let me flip it around so y'all can see. So right here I have my smoked turkey necks that are cooking down. And what are you going to pair with those greens, cabbage, and mixed greens and cabbage? If your pig feet is not seasoned like this, like this, just go ahead and add a little bit more seasoning. So what I'm now doing is cutting up all of my peppers. I like to put peppers inside of my pig feet and inside of my chitlins. So if you don't eat pig feet or chitlins, then, you know, it's okay. Everybody don't. It's not a big deal, okay? I'm going to sit y'all right there, okay? So I am currently cutting up everything. I have my bell peppers right here. Let me just sit it right there so you can see. And I'm currently cutting up celery. You can put as much or as little as you like in there. I like to put a good amount. I feel like it helps with the taste, but I do like the taste of the vinegar as well. So I'm cutting up all of these right here. And then I have my tri-colored peppers. I don't think this is enough celery. Yeah, it's enough. All right, so celery, bell peppers. These ones I'm going to put back because I feel like I have enough. So I'm not going to cut up no more of those. I have my trio colored peppers right here. I'm going to pop this open. I'm going to give them a good rinse, and then I'm going to chop them up, okay? But I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit more about our dinner once I'm all done, okay? One last thing. We'll talk when I'm done. Let me chop this up. Okay, so now I'm taking my mallet, and one side is like this prickly and the other side is flat. I'm just going to give that 2 little bangs on my garlic, and then you will see how easy it is to peel, okay? It is much easier to get all the peel off. Now, I do have a Zolé garlic peeler, but sometimes I just don't feel like pulling it out. So, boom. 2 little bangs and then peel, like literally. Now, in reference to my recipe and everything that I use, it is inside of my cookbook on seasonings. But I would just say this: season it like I season my pig feet almost like I would season chicken, but with a little bit more components, okay? So that's the first thing. And then the second thing is, everybody don't eat pig feet. Everybody don't eat chitlins. And it's okay. It's not a big deal. Don't make nobody feel bad who don't eat them. It's okay. It's all right. Everybody has the right to make their own choices, okay? But a lot of times people don't like to eat chitlins or pig feet because they're not cooked correctly. They are not seasoned correctly. They are not cleaned correctly. So if you follow those steps by cleaning, cooking, and seasoning it correctly, you're not going to have no problems. Everybody going to want to eat your chitlins and your pig feet. I said it. So right here I have my red pepper, green pepper, orange pepper, yellow pepper, and my celery. Now I'm going to mince up. Well, I'm not mincing it. I'm going to chop it up. I have a few cloves right here. I got 7 cloves of garlic. And I'm just going to go ahead and slice them like this. I don't care about if they big or small. Y'all, that don't make a big deal to me, because when you go to cook it inside your food, it's going to cook down anyway, okay? But the garlic has a really good taste inside of your pig feet as well. And I'm going to add some of this to my greens as well. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and then I have a onion right here that I'm going to chop up as well. Now, another thing, I often get asked about when it comes down to cooking different things. You know, Lady K, how did you learn how to cook that? Or where did you learn how to cook this? Or how did you learn that recipe? A lot of recipes, you guys, some things I seen in our household cooked when I was younger, but some things I literally just looked it up. If you ever see a recipe that you want to try, just look it up. And then what you do is you just put your twist on it. So, like, you can look up a Pigfeet recipe right now. And so many people will, it will be a number of recipes out there where different people cook them differently. It is your preference. I just suggest that you stick to the cleaning process of everything, because when it comes down to certain animals, if you don't properly clean it, it can get people really sick. So, that is what we are doing tonight. In addition, I didn't tell y'all, I'm also going to make some white rice. So this is going to go over top of white rice. So the greens, the white rice, the pig feet, and then I'm going to add some cornbread as well. So it's going to be one of those southern meals, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to chop up this onion. And then I'm going to show y'all the next thing in the next part. Okay, so right here I have onions and cilantro, okay? Right here I have all of my peppers that I explained to you in the last cut, but I'll say it one more time just in case you didn't see the last cut. I have green peppers, red peppers, orange peppers, yellow peppers, celery, and garlic. I'm going to go ahead and pour that in here just like that. And this is more than enough. I'm going to go ahead and give this a good mix. Why? Because I like to add some of my peppers and stuff while I'm cooking and while it is almost done, okay? So you like to add it pretty much based off of a look. Yes, that's right. So pretty much the more that you add it, or the sooner that you add it, it will cook down. The later that you add it, you'll get a nice little char, but also a beautiful looking pig feet, okay? We want our pig feet to look cute. We want them feet to look cute. You know how you paint your nails and stuff? Okay, so now that I have my mixture right here, come on, let's go to the stove. Ooh, this is what those pig feet look like so far. And I've already thrown in some of my little peppers, so that's what you see. But do you see that? Look at that. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab up a handful and just drop them in there. And I'm working with one hand, you guys. Drop them in there. Let's grab up one more. Trying to make sure I get a good amount because I want to get some of those onions. And then just drop them in there. Look at that. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and give it a mix. Make sure that everything is submerged underneath of your sauce. And I'm going to give y'all one tip. You want me to tell you something that I like to put in mine? Oh, my mouth is watering. I love putting, drum roll, I like to put chicken broth in mine. I do. Even though this is beef, you can use beef broth as well, but I like to put chicken broth in mine. And then once they are almost done, I like to thicken up my sauce as well. So this will be more of a thicker consistency. As of right now, this is good, but I do make it a thicker consistency when it's almost done. So boom. All right, you guys, so I just woke up. I needed to take a nap. I was exhausted, but let me show you the dinner. Here is the pig feet, the white rice, the kale and cabbage. Now I know I said I was gonna make cornbread, but my husband's ready to eat. I'm still feeling tired. I'm sure he's still feeling tired. So I'm gonna go ahead and make dinner plates, and let me show you the plate when it's done. Okay. have just one Pigfeet. I have those cabbage and greens and the white rice. This is my husband's plate, and he's saying it's almost good. It's almost gone. This is
almost gone.
Jordan's plate.
You say it's almost
good.
It's really good.
Listen, so clearly it was amazing. Do y'all see? That's my husband's plate. One of the things he said was the greens and cabbage is really good together. It is definitely probably something that we may try. It does taste different. Mainly because, yeah, not much different, but I like my greens a little sweeter. Okay? With these, I did not put sugar in my greens. It's an argument because I know somebody on the other side of the screen is gonna say sugar in your greens.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Older folks put sugar in the greens. Yes, some of them do because it cuts. My husband said older city folks. It cuts down the bitterness of carrots when they are not in season. So I just like my greens to taste a little more like vinegar and sugar.